Hello and welcome to Indie Cigar Review. As you can see, I'm currently shirtless. Why? Because I'm smoking something called the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. So I'm about to be stupid and do a theme. Now, ancient warriors back in these days used to be shirtless. Now, I would wear a kilt or a Viking hat or something like that, but I don't have that, so I'm just ta-da. Anyways, I don't know. It's freezing cold right now. My nipples are like straight up bullets, but I'm gonna smoke this Gurkha Ancient Warrior. This is a 8.5 cigar. I can't even speak. I'm so cold. It's a 8.5 inch cigar. This thing is huge. So it's been sitting in the humidor for a couple months. Been kind of half waiting for special occasion, half afraid to smoke this thing, but yeah, today I'm gonna smoke this thing, shirtless, freezing. Probably not the best idea. Anyways, I will speak to you once this is actually lit up, because this could take a little while. Alright, we are up to the first draw of the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. By the way, it's amazing how you can go from being absolutely freezing cold to actually being somewhat warm just from the smoke of a good cigar. Now, still cold, won't lie, but much warmer. So anyways, aroma off the cigar is a very strong pepper, spiced aroma. Smells very, very good. I have used a punch cut for this. If I can actually get it on there. There you go. No real sweetness. Nothing really defined about the tobacco, just that really nice spice. But so far, so good. Strength's already about a higher end of a mild, so the cigar really might kick my ass. But we'll see. Oh yeah. I always claim I really enjoy strong cigars, so we'll see if I can handle a 8.5 inch by 52 ring gauge. A fairly strong cigar. You might see the old in your view man start puking on camera. Hopefully not, but yeah. Either way, this has been, or this will be, the Gurkha Ancient Warrior, and I'll come back to you at the first third of this beastly looking cigar. I'll speak to you shortly. Alright, so we are down to the first third of the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. Still freezing, by the way. This is purely the purpose of the video. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm like, hey, why not be somewhat silly and exaggerate a cigar? I don't know. Maybe this will work out. Maybe it'll just make me look like a jackass, but either way, I'm doing it. But, yes, down to the first third of this 8.5 inch by 52 ring gauge cigar. Still quite scary looking, still a lot left. Flavor wise, profile happens to be mostly a spiced, stronger tobacco. Currently about a medium bodied in terms of strength. Smoke production. Definitely not chewy, more of a thinner smoke, but a lot of it. Burn, I've had to touch it up once, almost immediately. Since then, there's a little bit of a canoeing going on. Pretty uneven, but hopefully it does not need another touch-up. There is a very, very minor, almost like a toasted caramel sweetness on the finish, but it's very, very minor. And it goes away almost immediately. Finish is also very, very short. But, yes, so far, very enjoyable cigar. I'm currently 20 minutes in, first third, so could be a short smoke for the size, or could be a really long one. We'll see based upon if the burn slows down or stays the same. But yeah, either way, it's pretty surprising actually. Normally Gurkhas tend to either be hit or miss, and so far this is definitely a hit. This is the Gurkha Ancient Warrior, and I shall continue smoking and freezing. Speak to you shortly. Alright, so we are not down to the second third, but we have transitions, so I'm updating this now. Because this cigar actually seems to have more than one transition per third. It happened the first time too, but I assumed it was a fluke. Perhaps I'll just update every, well, about that far or so. Every, I don't know, about an inch. So far it's taken on a mocha type texture to it, or type taste to it. If you ever actually have the Tatiana mochas, which is a flavored cigar, it has a mild version of that, which means it has a mocha almond, a little bit of a cream to it. Again, very mild. This is a non-flavored cigar, so if you want those truly defined flavors, smoke a flavored cigar. The best you'll get is something on the finish, which gives you hints of that. But yeah, so far I'm pretty surprised by that. Very nice taste. Strength went back down to a mild, which is kind of strange for a cigar to go to a mild and then to a medium, then go back to a mild. But I'm not really complaining because I still have a lot to go. But yeah, so far I really enjoy this, and so far I highly recommend it. I've had to do one touch up, but that's it. So far it's been correcting itself. As you can see, the burn is still a bit uneven, but it's not bad at all. Nice white ash, good solid construction to it, falls off in nice solid chunks every roughly 1.5 to 2 inches at the absolute most. So I shall come back to you at the next transition or halfway point with the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. Just under an hour in of the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. Flavors have remained the same. Construction-wise, it's starting to become a little bit of an unraveling effect there, but it should burn away shortly. Burn has stayed a little uneven, but not very bad in the least. No need for a second touch-up. Flavors have remained that almost mocha-esque taste to it, that almond and everything to it. Enjoyable, to say the very least. I really like this cigar. I'll probably buy a box if it keeps up with this. And given the box is like $300, that's saying a lot because I'm a student and I don't have money to burn like that. But I'll call it a investment and let them age for a long period of time and enjoy one of these in a few years. So yeah, so far very good smoke, very long smoke. In terms of length, as I said, we're about an hour in. Halfway point, so this could be looking at a 2+ hour cigar. I shall come back to you at, well, half of what's left, or whenever a new transition comes into play. I shall speak to you shortly. Alright, I am updating because of a transition. Not a very good one either. That very nice mocha-esque toasted almond, bit of cream, a little bit of coffee, everything just left entirely. It's taken on a, I don't know, an ash taste. Very unpleasant. It's also really started to unravel. So my comments about possibly buying a box of these doesn't improve. It's not going to happen because I'm still looking at roughly, I don't know, 40 minutes. And if I have to have 40 minutes of ash in my taste in my mouth, I'm so not going to be happy. But yeah, flavor-wise, that ash taste. Strength-wise, back to being a medium. Not a strong medium, kind of a lower end. For the lightheaded feeling, it's kind of there because it has been a fairly long cigar and I still have a lot to go. So I'm a little lightheaded, a little bit fuzzy. I'm also really happy because of that. But I mean, if it sounds good to you, I can't talk between freezing cold and, well, being kind of lightheaded and my mouth's not working correctly. If you enjoy these flavors and it sounds good to you, then by all means pick one up. But it should be noted, at least currently, with roughly an hour left to go, a little bit, probably 40 minutes or so, it's become very ash tasting, and I really, really hope it goes away because I was really enjoying this cigar. I was looking forward to a 2 hour long smoke of this type with these flavors. So yeah, I will come back to you with another transition, or right there. I shall speak to you shortly. Oops. A little bit off camera there. Alright. Well into the, I don't know, past the halfway point, I guess. This doesn't really qualify as thirds at this point. Of the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. That ash taste is still there, though it's died down a fair amount. But I do have to purge it almost every other draw in order to maintain that, which means it does get a little hot. So I have to draw very slowly and wait about 30 seconds per every single draw at the absolute minimum. Otherwise it gets very, very hot and very terrible tasting. As it stands, it's still warm down to about here, but not to the point to where it's really, really bad. It's still fairly cool smoke. Just have to do that. Since I've been purging, that sweetness has creeped back in, though it's much, much milder. Strength is about a medium. Starting to get that little lightheaded, fuzzy feeling again, which personally I enjoy. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them a lot. So I will come back to you with the band point, with the Gurkha Ancient Warrior, and then once more at the nub. So far we're at an hour and a half. We still have this much left. So very long smoke. Fairly enjoyable as well. Just after you start getting that little ash taste, just be aware you will have to purge this on a pretty common basis. It should also be noted that the wrapper flaked off to the point where I needed to touch it up a little bit. Very minor. Again, with the strength and the cold, can't talk. A very minor touch up, but still should be noted. I shall speak to you shortly. Ah! Shut up, damn it! So, a little update for you on the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. The ash, it doesn't hold on very long. Once it gets to this point, it will drop off, and that very unmanly screech you just heard was the sound of burning hot, well-constructed solid ash falling on my nipple and burning the hell out of me. So it should really be noted. Stop giggling, damn it! My lady friend thinks this is very hilarious. Deep down, so do I, but I kind of want to press pause and go put cold water on my nipple right now because it's kind of looks like a mutant right now. So yes, it's still solid. It's just brushed onto the floor, so kudos for construction for the ash. But it should be noted, do not smoke cigars, especially not this one, shirtless, because it's not funny. Are you done giggling now? Yeah. I decided to smoke this cigar shirtless, per the Ancient Warrior, because I wanted to make a little theme to it, kind of be a more funny thing about it. I've noticed a lot of negative videos lately and various boring things and kind of a depressing state of the news, so I figured whoever watched this should get a good laugh out of it, hopefully. But yeah, that wasn't funny to me. For you, hopefully you laughed and enjoyed that. For me, the next update, I will have a shirt on. 1, I am freezing. 2, that really, really hurt, and I just burped. I apologize for that. But yes, I will come back to you with the band point of the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. I'm gonna go ice my nipple now. I shall speak to you shortly. Alright, down to the band point. I'm going to be taking this off here just a second. Flavors have remained the same, more washed out, but still the same. Construction wise, again, there is flaking, there is damage. Burn's not even by any means, but it doesn't really need any touch-ups either. Let's see if I can try to explain the flavors to you. As I said, you have to purge this after every single draw, otherwise it just gets terrible. A very, very strong pepper. And a bit of an ash taste to it as well. There's a very, very minor sweetness, but again, it's very, very washed out. But the ash taste is very, very pronounced. So, if this was me personally, and not for the purpose of the review, I would end it right here. Which still clocks in at 2 hours and 4 minutes, so still a very long cigar. But, purpose of the review, and only for this purpose, I will smoke it down to the nub. And hopefully it gets better, or similar to the other one. The last one I reviewed, the Gurkha Beast, I believe it was. Actually, no, that wasn't it. I think it was the Gurkha Crest. I am not looking forward to this. But yes, I will come back to you with the nub with my final impressions and my farewell. Speak to you shortly. Oof. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. No matter how much purging, how slowly I smoked that last bit, it just got worse and worse and worse. It's not the worst nub I've had, but it's really close. So, overall, again, cannot give it a tobacco-infused smile. I can, however, say, despite construction issues, it's a good cigar. By the time you're going to want to put it out, you'll have smoked for roughly 2 hours. I keep burping. I must have swallowed some smoke. That's not good. Might get sick later. But yeah, for being an almost 2 hour cigar with solid, enjoyable flavors, multiple transitions, I give it some very high praise. But because of the construction issues and because that it just gets so ash tasting towards just the band point, I mean, I can't give it that really high rating. I would like to, because I did enjoy the smoke, but it's not that good in terms of that rating. So this was the Gurkha Beast, or excuse me, I'm sorry, this was the Gurkha Ancient Warrior. I've been thinking about the Beast this entire cigar, so I'm actually going to smoke another one about an hour or so, because I actually like the Beast. But, yeah, no, Gurkha Ancient Warrior, not the Beast. Very, very different cigar. So Gurkha Ancient Warrior. Thank you so much. As always, if you like the video, hit like. If not, it's entirely up to you, and it always will be. If you enjoy what I have to say, enjoy watching me burn my nipple with hot ash. Shut up! Giggling again. Then hit subscribe. I'll be happy to give you a shout out on the next video. As you can see, I am clothed per my message. I'll put on the hobo hood just for that person who asked that question. But yes, thank you so much for your time and have a great day. Morning, noon, or night, whatever you are doing, hope you have a fantastic time in doing it. Thank you so much.